Again, thank you everyone for joining us today for this 4-hour jam-packed session on how you can learn to take advantage of Microsoft Project 2013 during your project planning, tracking, and controlling activities. Again, for those that I haven't met, thank you for being here today. I'm so excited and really looking forward to spend the next 4 hours with you to talk about the power of this technology. Just some more quick background, like Asif has mentioned, I'm quite active in the SharePoint community. Really focus on how SharePoint can bring business value, specifically in the realm of project management, but more importantly, past how to take advantage of SharePoint for project management related tools, also look at how you drive rapid and sustainable adoption. I've been working with this technology stack for quite a while. I've been involved with SharePoint since 2000 and been involved with project and project-related technologies since the mid-1990s. So what you're going to learn in this 4-hour session are a lot of not only what the tool can do, features, but practical guidance on how you apply it to your project management activities. Now, just to give you a high-level overview of what we're going to cover in this 4 hours, first and foremost, we're going to look at a lot of the basics. If you're like me, my first experience with Microsoft Project was not pleasant at all. I remember in the late 90s or mid-90s when I first started looking at this, I thought, yeah, how bad would Microsoft Project be? I know Office. I know Word, I know PowerPoint, I know Excel. Microsoft Project, no big deal. So when I first opened it, I was looking at it for 3 hours, didn't know what to do with it. So what we're going to cover, at least initially, is a lot of the fundamentals, not only what to click on, what features there are, but a formula, if you may, on how you can take advantage of a project as soon as you start working on a project. So we'll look at that. So we'll look at how you schedule or how you utilize Microsoft Project to build your schedule, be it based on the project start date or finish date. So we'll step through that. Look at the value of using the right type of calendar. If, in case you don't know, the calendar functionality in Microsoft Project is pretty much the engine that drives the scheduling pieces. So we'll look at that. We'll dissect that. I will talk about building your task and dependencies. A has to happen first before B. Well, what if C and D has to happen at the same time? How does that impact the schedule? We'll look at building your estimates. Now, a lot of us, me included, when I started using Microsoft Project, I thought the only estimate I could put in was duration because the thing shows up, right? But through time, I realized not all estimates are duration-based. So we're going to look at that as well. We'll talk about resourcing on how we can use Microsoft Project to assign tasks, but more importantly, to look at resources availability, how much they can do and cannot do, and then line it up accordingly with the schedule. Once we finish planning, we'll also look at project tracking. I'm quite disappointed when I see organizations or even individuals when they use Microsoft Project, nothing more than just glorified Excel. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I've been in organizations where they have a nice project schedule, nice Gantt chart printed out, everybody has a copy, and that's the end of the tool. The other power of Microsoft Project is the ability for you to track your project against what you plan for. So we're going to look at how you track your project actuals against your project baseline. We'll look at how you build reports, and as Asif mentioned, we'll also spend some time looking at how you can better engage and collaborate with your project team coupled with tools like SharePoint. So we'll look at some of the integration points, how you use Project 2013 and SharePoint 2013. And then last but not the least, we'll also look at how you can manage multiple projects with shared resources using Microsoft Project 2013. Now, just a quick survey here. For those joining, can you just pop in the Q&A section? What was the very first version of Microsoft Project you used? I just want to get a quick sense of what versions people have used, what's your first experience with Project. So in the Q&A, just say, hey, Dux, I started using Project 2003 or 2007 or Project 1998, I believe. So what version of Microsoft Project was your first experience? Okay, thank you, Frederic. 2007, 2003, thank you, Guillermo. Andrea, 2013. Okay, wow, Project 98, very good. 2007, Chris, let's see, 2003, okay, 2010. Okay, good. So we have a good mix, a good sampling. So my assumption here, 2007, okay. So what we're going to do here certainly is, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So especially for those who've used this for a while, you see some of the features is still there, but has tremendously accelerated and improved with nicer and newer functionality. So here's a more formal background myself. My organization is Innovative E. I'm a managing partner, and we're based out of Atlanta and Washington, D.C., and we focus on helping organizations deliver rapid and sustainable solutions on top of technologies like SharePoint and related technologies. I wrote one of the very first business focus books around SharePoint called SharePoint for Project Management. And for being here today, once we're done with this session, Asif will send you information with a code on how you can download a free ebook copy of SharePoint for Project Management. There's my contact information, gang, so don't be a stranger. Feel free to hit me up if you have questions after this or a few weeks from now. And just to let you know, I tend to respond slower in email. If you want immediate response from me, hit me up on Twitter. I tend to respond faster on Twitter. All right? So, with that being said, let's get our conversation started.